cost, it involves many factors like you all know, financial burden, inequitable access, varying quality of resources. So because of this thing, government has taken initiative to come up with a new idea, ONOS. So even now we have many challenges and many librarians and libraries still have many problems of asking ONOS and membership, or how to get membership, many factors, and whether they are able to get all the resources which require and all these things. So in keeping of to want to know much better and explore all the aspects, we have one of the experts, Rathinasabapathy, with us. He's a university librarian, Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai. He is my friend. So now, may I now request Katimani to say a few words, because the time is very limited. So I would like to reduce my own speech. May I now request Katimani to say a few words. Then we'll speak about speaker and we'll go further ahead. Right? May I now request Katimani will please come and say a few words.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you very much, Dr. Sivashankar Prasadji, for introductory remark. And as a senior vice president of ILA, because our president is busy in some other work, then I would like to take this responsibility. Yeah, this webinar series we have introduced in our first council meeting at New Delhi. Then we have first webinar we had conducted at the West Zone, and now this is the part of South Zone, which we are planning to have this webinar. And today is an opportunity for us to share this second webinar series to all our LIS professionals. And I'm very much thankful to Dr. Rathinasabapathy sir for agreeing to deliver a talk on One Nation, One Subscription, Opportunities and Challenges. With this, our esteemed team of ILA, Dr. Pradeep Rai, President of ILA, then Dr. Dharam Kumar, Secretary of ILA, Dr. Vinita Jain and Dr. Sambhaji Patil. They are the coordinator for this webinar. Dr. Sivashankar Prasad is the Public Relation Officer of ILA and as well as the today's moderator of this program. And Mr. Saibama Mushkar and Dr. Hitesh Prijwasi, Dr. Abbasayappa Naikal, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Dr. Irana Setter, are all involved in the planning meticulously to bring this webinar series to you all. This is an opportunity for all LIS team to learn, understand, go ahead and bring the things together. And in the webinar, we all should follow one thumb rule is that everyone should keep the mute of your speakers. And once the speaker completes and post your question and answer, and that question and answer will be taken care by Dr. Irana Setter, and it will be announced one by one. And the expert of our team will be sharing that Q&A answer to you all. This is the first thumb rule we all should adopt, and we should move forward. And with this, I wish once again Dr. Rathinasabapathy to all the best for this welcoming to this webinar, and as well as to proceed towards start your presentation, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Katimani. Thank you for your good words. May now introduce about our today's expert and speaker. He's Dr. G. Rathinasabapathy. He's serving as the University Librarian, all you know, Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai. And he has more than 30 years of professional experience and contributed more than 120 publications, research publications, apart from the 215 articles, and authored more than 15 books. He served as a chief editor of Indian Journal of Agricultural Library and Information Services for 4 years, and it is the part of UC Journal Care List. Now it is vanished. And he is also a member of editorial board of 6 peer-reviewed international and national journals, besides reviewer of many foreign and national journals, scholarly journals. he was appointed by the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu as nodal officer for Vice Chancellor search committees for the 6 universities. That is like kind of privilege which is very limit to the library science fraternity. I appreciate Dr. G. Rathinasabapathy in this occasion, and he is search committee member for University of Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu Agricultural University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu Teachers Education University, Chennai, Bharati Dasan, one of the best universities of the Tamil Nadu, Tiruchirappalli, and Avinash Lingam Women University, Coimbatore. So he is the search committee member for vice chancellors of this said university. Now Bharati Dasan is in the race of searching new chancellor, vice chancellor. So he's part of it. And apart from this, he's participated in 40 national and international programs have obtained more than obtained 5 extremely funded projects around 500 lakhs for the development of LS facilities. And apart from this, he served as a chairman and member of 75 committees of university, state, and national level committees, including a national steering and negotiation committee for conservation of resources in agriculture, SERA, ICAR, Government of India, New Delhi. He was there for 2 terms, and he was in many committees at state level and local library authorities. So he delivered more than 75 plus talks as a resource person for many training programs, conferences, seminars, workshops, etc. So organized around 25 international and national level capacity building programs and training programs for the International Virtual Symposium on Digital Scholarship, an international conference on agricultural librarians and user community in 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024 as a director. For 4 consecutive years, he was the director for the program and visited many foreign countries and like USA, Canada, Japan, France, all these countries. And he was also honored with many awards and medals, like Best Librarian Award by the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu in 2023, last before year, and Best Librarian Award by the AALDA 2023, Fellow of AALDA 2022, Best Librarian Award by the VIT University, and ULEKT's Wall of Fame, one of the top 50 outstanding librarians across India. So this is another achievement for him. And certificate of appreciation by ICAR 2018, award of appreciation by Salis, and many more. So he has a long credentials on his credit. So with this, I don't want to take much of the time. Now I request Rathinasabapathy sir to take and proceed further. Thank you, Rathinasabapathy sir.
Thank you, sir. Let me share my screen feed first. Whether the screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Esteemed and honorable President of ILA, Senior Vice President Dr. Katimani Saab, other office bearers, and my dear LIS professional colleagues, good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to profusely thank the organizers for having given me an opportunity to share my views on the One Nation, One Subscription with the fellow LIS colleagues. And I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the ILA office bearers for having organized this kind of professional events to share our knowledge and views with fellow colleagues. With this, I would like to move on to my presentation. One of the widely used terminology by the LIS people nowadays is the ONOS, that is One Nation, One Subscription. One of the mega project implemented by the government of India in the field of knowledge sharing. Just go to the next slide. Whether the slide is moving?
Not yet, sir.
Yeah, I have some problem. One minute, I will share again. Whether it is moving now?
Yes, sir. Now it is moving.
Okay, I will use this mode. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, ONOS, it is not a new concept. We know very well the library cooperation. It is one of the oldest practices of our traditional library system, sharing the resources from each which library to the resource power library is one of the best practices of librarianship. As the quantum of information grows and information requirements of users grew in multifold, the physical transfer of library book would not be sufficient. Further, the format of publishing also grew from print to digital. In addition, the growth of internet as a new media of information delivery has given rise for proliferation of web-based full-text online resources. Most of the global publishers, instead of spending money on printing and transportation of resources, opted for using the internet as a global way to offer their publication to the international community of information users. So this enabled the user community with instantaneous 24 into 7 360 access to the knowledge resources. Moreover, the advent of the internet and electronic publishing paved the way for shared subscription or consortia-based subscription to e-resources. I need not give details and definition for the word library consortium. Everybody knows a library consortium is any local, regional, or national cooperative association of libraries that provides for the systematic and effective coordination of the resources for academic and research community. See, if you go to the international scenario, many of us know very well that Ohio Link, which was established in 1980 in USA, was the probably the first consortia. It was followed by many other international consortia like OARL, that is Ontario Academic Research Libraries in Canada, and it was followed by PICA. It was PICA group of universities in Germany and Netherlands. Then RL UK, Research Libraries UK Consortium UK. These are widely recognized library consortia of the olden days. And if you see, these are the countries where more than one library consortia are functioning. If you see, USA is the top country with 114 consortia, followed by Canada, where there are 17 library consortia. Germany, there are 10. In India, in fact, we had more than 15 consortia, 15 to 20, but in the international database, only the 7 consortia are listed. But now there is no need for such a list because we have only one consortia. There is one nation, one subscription for the entire Indian subcontinent. You know very well what is the need and requirement or necessity for having consortia. Access to latest scientific knowledge is very, very important to ensure quality education and research. That is why we give utmost priority for library and information centers nowadays to the knowledge management center, or what may be the new terminology, knowledge management resource, information resource center, library, digital library, and so on. Before going into detail about the One Nation, One Subscription, I would like to give a small brief about the Indian higher education system. You know very well, India is one of the country where the biggest education research system is functioning. If you see, as per the AISHE The number of university institutions in India is 1,168, and there are about 45,000 plus colleges in the country, and there are about 12,000 plus standalone institutions where 4.4 crore students are enrolled and doing, and about 16 lakh teachers are serving. It is definitely one of the largest education and research systems in the world. If you see the universities, many types of universities functioning in India. These are the types of universities in India. We have central universities, we have state universities. Within state, there are private universities, state-funded universities, deemed to be universities, both funded by government and private, and institutes of national importance, then open universities. These are the types of university. If you see the total number, it is 1,334. Really, it is a very big number. So it's very important to note that all these university and the stakeholders, the higher education system need to be supported by latest information and knowledge, where the librarian has to play a major role. Coming to the library consortia, you know very well what is the need for having a consortia. Individually, it is not possible for any university or institution to subscribe all the information resources required to support their academic and research community. That is why the concept of consortia emerged. And you see, we have studied about the consortia in our PG and master's programs. The first consortia was FORSA, happened in 1982. Till 2016, many consortia started functioning in India. This is a list of consortia. The first one was in 1982. It was before the IT era. Most of the consortia were started only after 2000. So if you see, more than 10, 12 consortia started functioning after 2000. So what is the impact made by the consortia? So for that, I have made a small study using the SciMago Journal Country Rank Portal. If you see the status of India as far as the publication output in the field of academic and research, in 1996, India was in the 13th place. USA was the first place, UK was second, Japan was in third, and our position was 13 in 1996. And if you see the total number of documents, while the number of documents of USA was 3,63,000 plus, India's contribution was hardly 21,000 plus. See, these documents, these are documents indexed by Scopus database, not covering the unindexed journal articles. That number may be very, very big, especially in case of India. The more number of articles are not indexed by Scopus or Web of Science or any other internationally renowned citation database. You see, this is the status of India as far as the research output is concerned in 1996. We were in 13th place. Then see the 2000 status of the publication output of India. Again, India was in the same place, 13th place. The number of documents also, it is almost same. Not much development taken place even after 4 years. After 10 years, you see, during this place, during the pace, many consortia started emerging in India and started offering their services. Here I would like to specifically mention about the SERA consortium. That is a consortium for e-resources in agriculture, funded by the Indian Council of Agriculture, which took care of the information requirements of all agricultural universities in India. At the time, it was about 50 plus, and now there are 74 universities in the country. You see, the impact made by the consortia, that is the access provided to latest scientific knowledge, helped India to move from 13th place to 9th place. Now you see the number of documents. These are all quality articles published by our Indian academia and researchers in the indexed journals. So you see, it is 81,483. You can see there is a big jump in terms of number of documents as well as the status of India. From 14, we have moved to 19 by overtaking Brazil, South Korea, Australia, Spain. Then coming to 2015, after 15 years, almost most of our library consortia started functioning effectively. You see, now this is the impact made by the library consortia. That is the access to latest scientific information. Within 5 years, from 9th place to 5th place globally, we have overtaken Australia, Canada, Italy, France, even Japan. You see the number of documents. There is a big jump you can see. So this is the power of library consortia, that is the access to latest scientific knowledge. Again, coming to 2024, that is exactly after 10 years, 1 decade. See, major jump you can see. Now we are globally in 3rd place. Which are the countries who we have overtaken? See, most of the developed countries, UK, Germany, Italy. Now we are globally in 3rd place. You can verify the source also. You see the number of documents, 3.51 lakh documents. So this is the power of library consortia, the services provided by libraries to the academic and researchers. This is a single pictorial representation. You see the status of India. 1996, we were in 13th place. 2000, we have made 16% growth in terms of number of publications, but the place, the status was the same. But within 10 years, we have made 323% growth in terms of number of publications, that is quality publications. And from 13th place, we have moved to 9th place. And again, within 5 years, we have made another 177% growth in terms of number of quality research publications published in international peer-reviewed literature. And from 9th place, we have moved to 5th place. And again, you see, 2024, exactly after 10 years, we have made around 2043%, almost tripled our research publication output, and we have moved to 3rd place globally, from 13th place to 3rd place, by overtaking many developed countries. So there may be many reasons for this growth and the development of the country, but one of the important reasons is that the library consortia, that which helps the academic and research community to access the latest scientific knowledge. So just I want to give you a small brief about the journal subscription scenario prior implementation of the ONOS, that is one nation, one subscription. Excuse me. Though there were many consortia, I am talking about the pre-ONOS. Still, many universities and colleges were unable to access the required scientific knowledge, journals, and databases. leading publishers were earning more than $2 million per year from the subscriptions. And it was roughly estimated that about 1,500 crores rupees was the annual subscription paid by our Indian academic and research institutions to the foreign publishers. Even after the emergence of open access journals and open access repositories, there was a need for subscription of journals to read the paywall research papers. You know very well what is paywall research papers. So that is why the government of India proposed the One Nation, One Subscription initiative for scholarly journals during the year 2019 itself. Many of us may not be knowing that this initiative was started in the year 2019. But it was announced during 2022 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi ji, in his address to the nation from the ramparts of the Red Fort on the eve of Indian Independence Day held in 2022. He had pointed out the importance of research and development in our country in the Amrit Kal. So he has also had given the clarion call of Jai Anushantan on the occasion. One of the important in projects under Jai Anushantan is the One Nation, One Subscription. So if you want to see the timeline of One Nation, One Subscription, it started in 2022. First, a committee of secretaries chaired by the Cabinet Secretary approved the One Nation, One Subscription initiative. And the Secretary of Higher Education, Government of India has sent a letter to all universities and higher education institutions in India about implementation of the ONOS. And he has informed that they are negotiating with about 70 international renowned publishers. The initial phase, 70 publishers were invited for negotiations. That includes not only e-journals, many of the standards, in fact, out of 70, 42 were journal publishers, about 10 were standards, and about 15 databases, and two important citation databases, including Scopus and Web of Science, and for the aggregated databases, EBSCO and ProQuest. So the negotiations were taken place with internationally renowned 70 publishers, but for many reasons, maybe some of the publishers were not interested to go for a negotiation for ONOS, and the finance may be another reason for limiting the number of publishers in the first phase. In fact, we were asked by the ONOS management to hold the subscription for the year 2023. They have requested us to wait till 15th December 2022. Due to these problems and teething problems, they have given a clean sheet to the universities to go for 2023 subscriptions. The similar thing happened in 2024 also. Fortunately, it was implemented in 2025 January 1st. This is a timeline about the ONOS. Before going into details about the ONOS, we will see, is there any other this kind of One Nation, One Subscription models? As far as I know, there are only two such models functioning in the entire globe. The two countries are Uruguay and Egypt. None of the developed countries has this kind of ONOS model. One is the Uruguay and the another one is Egypt. These two are the functioning models like our ONOS. So in the initial stage, I already told you, this was the background about the initial stage. It started from 2019 to 2023. So 24 November 25th, the cabinet has cleared the proposal of one nation, one subscription. So this is the important points about this project. I am sure you may be well aware about this. It is a scheme to be administered through a simple, user-friendly and fully digital process. And the initial budget provided for this first phase, that is 25, 26 and 27 is almost 6,000 crore Indian rupees. So benefits to be provided to all higher education institutions under the central or state government and R&D institutions of central government. This is one of the important point we have to know. Though the Indian higher education research system is consisting of both public and private, this first phase, they provide access only to the government funded institutions. You know very well, private universities, they have no problem in investing money for the libraries. If you visit the private universities like VIT, SRM, many other private institutions, even the Reliance, you see the library building, library infrastructure, the resources they provide, it's really great, amazing, because they know very well investing in the library is very, very important to ensure quality education so that they can get good placements. If they get a good placements, they can get more admission. So they don't mind in providing funding support to the private universities. For government institutions, you know very well, we have a lot of limitations. So in this context, this one nation, one subscription is really a great boon to all the government funded institutions functioning in India, whether it is academic or research. So the great task, in fact, it is a Herculean task, we can know very well. The task has been given to the InfluNet Center. As a library professionals, we know very well the power of InfluNet. They have got vast experience in handling the e-resource consortia and other things. So the great responsibility is entrusted with the UGC InfluNet, which is at Ahmedabad. So this centralized platform simplifies access and reduces administrative burdens. Now, each and every university need not bother to appoint a person to maintain this and that. So it is available in a unified digital gateway, just like using a Google. Anybody can go and make use of the huge resources. So the entire back-end process, these technical problems and other things is managed by the UGC InfluNet Center. And the funding, that is 6,000 crores, is only for the first phase, 2025 to 27. Under this first, they have established a framework. They started providing access to research materials and negotiate article processing charges for Indian researchers. Probably the APC, it will be taken up shortly. Now they are providing access to the resources published by the 30 internationally renowned publishers. So this is the statistics which we get from the ONOS gateway. The number of member institutions, 6,000 plus. And if you see, as of now, 13,000 plus journal titles are available to the academic and research community in India who are eligible to access the ONOS, that is the government funded universities, academic and research institutions. And these 13,000 plus journals and e-resources are coming under 27 subject categories. In fact, it covers almost all branches of knowledge. See the subject coverage, it covers multidisciplinary, agricultural and biological sciences, arts and humanities too, veterinary and animal sciences. So all branches of knowledge, science, technology, medicine, social science and humanities, management, allied health sciences, allied agricultural sciences, and all branches of knowledge it covers. So it is really a great boon to any college or university or R&D organization which are funded by the central or state government. I think even aided institution can also make use of the facility. So what is the significance of the ONOS? So this alignment with the national goals that supports Viksit Bharat at 2047. This is one of the important mantra of our Honorable Prime Minister. That is a developed country. Making India as a developed country before 2047 is a Viksit Bharat. That is why the National Education Policy 2020 was also implemented. So this one nation, one subscription is one of the important initiative to achieve the goals of Viksit Bharat at 2047, NEP 2020, and ANR. And coming to the another important significance of ONOS, it helps us to promote care and interdisciplinary research by offering diverse journals including all cities. It is not necessary that it should be a university or institute located in cosmopolitan city or a metropolitan city like Delhi, Chennai, Calcutta, or Bombay. It may be even in a rural area. If it is a government-funded university or college, they will have the access. Then the great cost effectiveness is another important significance of this one nation, one subscription. It reduces financial burden and ensures affordable access for institutions nationwide. You see, you know very well, nowadays, most of the universities, especially the state-funded universities, they are finding it very difficult even to disperse the salary and pension to their staff members. It is a bitter truth that many of the state universities are facing this problem. If it is a case, how they will allocate money for the development of library and information services? It's very difficult to subscribe the important journals and other e-resources to support their academic and research initiatives. So in this context, it is really a great boon to those institutions, especially the state-funded institutions. They will definitely ensure quality education research with the support of effective use of the ONOS. Then collective bargaining power is another important significance of the ONOS. So leverages over 6,300 institutions to secure better access to resources, which is crucial given the stagnation in research funding. Now, they cannot tell that funding is a problem because one of the important components for education research is the access to latest scientific knowledge. Now it is made available freely by the central government. So it is really a great advantage for those institutions. Then coming to the research productivity, already we have seen what kind of progress we have made during the past 20 years because of implementation of the various library consortia. From 13th place, we have reached the 3rd place globally. And I am sure if we ensure effective use of the ONOS within 5 years, I am sure definitely we will move at least 2nd place. We may overtake USA. There are a lot of possibilities for us to reach 2nd place if we ensure effective use of the ONOS resources. And I'm sure the central government may in future think of giving access to databases, including citation databases as well as. It may happen in the 2nd phase. If it happens, definitely India can move 2nd place in within 5 years. In another 10 years, we may be the top country in the world. There are a lot of possibilities. Don't think that it is a greediness of us. We have the potential, and if we ensure effective use of the ONOS and other e-resources, and we sensitize our stakeholders about the resources, there is a possibility for us to move further. While we were coming from 13th place to 3rd place, it is not far away for us to reach the 2nd and 1st place globally. So, just I would like to give you a brief about the opportunities or benefits of ONOS. Democratization of knowledge. Now, we ensure equitable access to knowledge to the entire community. there is no any other denial. Anybody who are working in this government-funded organization, from the width and breadth of the entire subcontinent, they can access. There is no any other limitation for them. Then another important opportunity, we can boost the research quality. Similarly, already we have seen enormous cost effectiveness. Without spending a single paise, these institutions are now able to access resources which cost nearly 1 to 2 crore per year. That is made free by the central government. Then it fosters collaboration. Collaborative research will be become very easy. Then great support for national development. Already we have seen Viksit Bharat that can be achieved. ONOS can play a major role to do this. Then improved academic infrastructure. Academic infrastructure, it does not mean that only the building. Digital infrastructure, technology integration, these are all also infrastructure. So this ONOS paves a way for a greater digital and knowledge infrastructure for all these academic and research institutions in the country. Then another important component of the ONOS is article processing charges. You know very well, this is a major problem faced by the leading researchers in our country. Many of the internationally renowned journals, they charge a very hefty amount as article processing charges. I would like to mention one important. I am from Veterinary University. We have many internationally renowned journals in this field. One of the Journal of Dairy Science. It is a globally renowned journal in the field of dairy science. If you want to publish one article in the journal under open access, because it is an open access journal, you have to pay. They charge nearly 3.5 lakh rupees. In terms of Indian money, they charge 3.5 lakh rupees for publishing a single article. Is it possible for an Indian researcher or academician or a research scholar to pay 3.5 lakh for publishing per article? So in this context, this kind of support, which is assured by ONOS, will be highly useful for us to publish some of the important research papers in the internationally renowned journals, so that the citations and other research metrics will be improved. Then access to the scholarly research for each and every citizen of India is the goal of ONOS in the second phase. In the first phase, it is restricted only to government-funded universities and academic institutions and R&D institutions. The ONOS document says that in the second phase, each and every citizen in the country will be able to access these resources. If it happens, it is definitely a world record, and definitely India can reach the top position in the top country producing scientific literature. I am sure that may happen another 5 to 10 years. So there are some challenges also. What are the challenges? See, we have seen in the first phase of negotiation, about 70 internationally renowned journal publishers and journal aggregators, database publishers were called for negotiations. But it did not happen. Only 30 publishers are providing access. There may be two reasons for this challenge. One, even I understand some of the publishers, they don't come for negotiation due to business reasons. Another reason may be financial limitations. You know, finance that ultimately matters. That may be a limiting factor. So these two are important challenges faced by the ONOS. Another one important challenge, as far as I understand, is that identification of required journal e-resources to meet the requirements of the thousands of higher education institutions spread across the subcontinent. India is not a single country, a simple country. It is more than a continent. So this is an important challenge. Still, you see, for example, our own university, we have access to many of the important internationally renowned and reputed scientific journals covering veterinary and animal sciences, including allied sciences. But still, many of the important journals which are required for our researchers, we are subscribing. So in future, ONOS may check already also all the library consortia functioning in the country were merged and ONOS came out. Even as a part of SERA, we have given all the journals subscribed by us to the SERA. In turn, SERA consortium authorities gave the details to the ONOS authorities. But still, many of the journals which are required for us are not available under ONOS. This is one important challenge. And I am sure this will be addressed and redressed by the ONOS in the coming years. The another important challenge is the digital divide. Whether we agreed or not, sorry, still there is a digital divide. Excuse me. That is another challenge. And inclusion of databases. Excuse me. You know, access to database like Scopus or Web of Science, especially the citation database, is very, very important because all the national level ranking like NI or international ranking like THE, QS, and so on, they give more weightage for the citation and research metrics. For that, it's very, very important for the institutions to have access to the Scopus, Web of Science, and other important databases. But you see, the skyrocketing subscription cost of the databases is a major problem for many of the universities and R&D institutions. So this is a major challenge. And if access is provided to at least one citation database, either for Scopus or Web of Science, it will be a great helpful for all the academic and research institutions. So that is another important challenge faced by the ONOS. So in this context, I would like to give few suggestions. So you know, we access many foreign journals. At the same time, India is one of the largest countries in the world, which is having a largest and academic and research network. We have hundreds of R&D organizations funded by the state and central governments, and we produce huge amount of research literature. One of the problem, as far as I know, I understand, is that India is publishing thousands of research journals. But if you see the Scopus and Web of Science, very limited number of these journals are indexed by the citation databases. Many of the journals published from our country are not indexed. In fact, in this context, I would like to congratulate the ILA people, especially the office bearers and one Dr. Mishra, who made the dream of LIS professionals to make ILA journals indexed by Scopus recently. Especially, I would like to profusely thank and congratulate the ILA office bearers for this great achievement. So this is actually a major problem. You see, the quality of journals with international standing published by us is not up to the mark. Out of 10,500 plus journals with impact factor, if you see the impact factor list, there are about 10,500 journals. And if you see the contribution of India, it is hardly 100. While we are able to publish huge amount of scientific articles and having the third place globally and made 500-fold increase in research literature over the past 2 decades, still, even 100 journals are not able to take place in the impact factor list. I know there are some bias in the impact factor field, assigning impact factor and other thing. There are some bias, that is the Western and developing countries bias is there. But in spite of that, many other countries, not developed countries, they are able to get more journals in the impact factor list. But I think we have the potential. At least 1,000 journals from India can be in the impact factor list. At least 10% of the impact factor journals. So for that, we have to take some solid steps. One way it is good supporting APC for our academic and research community to publish in the internationally renowned journals. On the other side, it is very, very important for us to support our higher education institutions, especially IITs, NITs, some other R&D organizations are in India who are doing globally renowned research. For example, I would like to mention Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore. They are really doing a great work. Most of their journals are in the impact factor list. Similarly, other academies, other R&D organizations, and other institutions of national importance should take initiatives to come out with quality journals with quality research publications so that our research literature will be indexed by this purpose in more numbers. That will not only help us to improve the quality of our research publications and quantity, besides, it will help us to all our organizations, especially the universities, to get a good ranking at a national and international level as well. So, with this background, I would like to conclude my presentation and I would like to share few of the take-home messages. I already told you access to latest scientific knowledge is very much important to ensure quality education and research. This is very, very basic thing everybody knows. And ONOS is really a great resource for the Indian academia and research community, no doubt about it. It is one of the landmark and flagship project of the government of India for the past 2 to 3 decades. There is no doubt about it. And a specific and important appeal to the LIS community, because the LIS community has a major role to play in this context. So I request all LIS professionals should take serious efforts to sensitize the stakeholders of the higher education institution in India, which is consisting of students, research scholars, faculty, scientists, and even policy makers. That is very, very important. Because I don't know much about other universities. In agriculture universities in the country, all librarians are taking class for the master's program. There is a one compulsory non-credit course for all the master's program, whether it is MSc Agri, RT, Veterinary, Fishery Science, Forestry, whatever it is, they should complete one non-credit compulsory course for one semester. There is an examination also. That class, we are giving hands-on training to the research scholars to use the e-resources effectively, how to use the databases and other things. Now we started teaching about ONOS to the research scholars. And as far as the UGC norms, all the postdoctoral students, that is PhD scholars, they should undergo a mandatory course, research and publication ethics. For that, we handle classes. So I humbly request all the LIS professionals kindly take serious efforts to include ONOS as one class or one of the important component of any information literacy program organized in your organization. And the periodical hands-on training is very, very important. There is no point in giving a PPT and other thing. we should ask the research scholars to sit in the computer system, because you know very well they will be having lot of hesitations. We should break that. We should made it mandatory that all the student research scholars should be able to use the e-resources using the computer. You know very well about the mindset of our young students. They will not take serious efforts to do the literature survey or literature research, review. They just go to Google. Even many people, they don't go for Google Scholar. They go to Google, type the keyword, download 20, 30 references available in the Google. They will be able to manage their literature survey and literature review. It's not a good practice, you know very well. And they many times they may not know the important resources available in the open access. So I request the library professionals, please ensure hands-on training to all students, scholars, faculty, including the policy makers. I am telling, we should not hesitate to go to the dean, director, vice chancellor, or the top authority of the institute. We should go and give them the pamphlet. In fact, during discussions with, since I was having some responsibility as a nodal officer for search committees to select vice chancellors of many universities, I find many of the people who are sitting in the helm of affair of the universities, who are occupying very high positions in the university, they some of them are not knowing about the availability of e-resources, this ARC ID, what is a research metric, and other thing. We cannot find fault with them. I think it is the fault of our LIS professionals. We should go to them. We should tell them, sir, these are the things. These are the latest happenings. So if you go and tell them about this, automatically their view about the library will be changed. In fact, I have personal experiences like this. If you go and tell them the significance of these latest emerging technology tools and other things, because now we are having a very significant role to play, because every universities and institutions want to get a good ranking at NIRF. So we should make use of this opportunity. We should reach the top management, top authorities. We should tell them about the latest happenings, what is going on, what is the latest trend in knowledge, resource sharing, digital technologies related to library and information services, so that I'm sure we will get a significant place in the institution. We may get more support, including funding support from the management, provided we take these things very seriously. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation, and I'm sure that most of the universities, including centrally funded R&D institutions, already started using the ONOS, and initially there were a lot of teething problems. I know that. One of the important things is that you have to get the AISHE code to become a member of the ONOS. Initially, many people, they were not aware what is AISHE code. Now I think it is sorted out by the management, and if you have any doubt or problem, you can contact the support at ONOS. They are really helping everybody. Since more number of people are seeking their help, sometimes you may get delay 1 or 2 days, but they are taking a great step to sort out the issues. And with this, I would like to thank the organizers for having provided me an opportunity. And now it is, in fact, especially I would like to thank Professor Dr. Parshuram Kattimani, University Librarian of this Central University, Karnataka, and the Senior Vice President of ILA, one of the leading and oldest professional society in India, which is taking care of the professional cause of LIS. In fact, he has given the opportunity to meet you all. I thank especially Professor Kattimani and Professor Shivashankaran, University Librarian in charge of University of Hyderabad, and all other office bearers for this opportunity. Now it is open for questions, if any. Don't ask me when you will complete the presentation. Already I have completed my presentation. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Now I would like to. Is there anybody wanted to have some questions? There are many questions have come up. And,
yes, sir. We'll take up a couple of questions.
Irina will take care.
Thank you, sir. Your take-home suggestion to the librarians to help users navigate to this new system effectively, the ONOS. There are a lot of questions regarding the registration and all other things, which
Yes.
you have already answered in your presentation as well.
Sir.
But there are a couple of repeated questions are more like when this ONOS will be expanded to the deemed universities or private entities. So could you?
So in fact, I am not the competent authority to ask, give reply. I am very happy to note that there are more questions than the number of participants. It's really great. But finance is the major reason for this. And I hope during the second phase, that is after 2027, maybe all institutions may be included in the ONOS. This is only my expectation. I am sure it will happen one day.
Thank you, sir. Hope this answers your queries. And one more question is, how will the implementation of ONOS ensure equitable access to scholarly resources across different levels of academic and research institutes in both urban and rural areas?
Yes, sir. Yeah, in fact, there is one centrally funded university in Tamil Nadu. It is in a Gandhi Gram, a remote area in Dindigul district, southern side of the state. In fact, the university is having access to all these resources, while a renowned university like JNU in the country's capital, New Delhi, they are able to access all these resources are accessible by a university which is in a remote village. That is the beauty of this project. There may be the digital divide, a small problem, but it is really a great achievement of this project as far as I understand.
Okay, sir. Thank you. We'll move to the another question.
Yes.
How will ONS be integrated with the digital education platforms like Swayam and NDLI to create a seamless academic ecosystem?
In fact, nowadays even the students, they are computer savvy, they are netizens. In fact, as a librarian, I think we need not integrate all this platform into one, because now navigation is very easy, and there are no any specific reasons to integrate both the ONOS and this Swayam. This is my view, because we have many things. But what, as a librarian, what we can do, we can make online access to all these portals from our library OPAC. This is my suggestion, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Next question. If all colleges and universities get the same access to paid research under ONOS, how will we make sure every institution actually uses it properly and contributes equally to the research?
Yeah, again, the role played by librarian is very important. But we are only facilitators. We can enlighten them, sensitize them, the availability of the resources, how we can make use of the resources. But it is the authorities, the Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Deans and Directors of the universities, principals of the colleges, the Director of Research of the institutions. It is their outlook or duty to ensure this to happen.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
There are a couple of other questions. What are the biggest challenges librarians might face in the transition to this model?
I think only thing is training. Already we had access to some consortia, whether it is ESOS, Sindhu, Sera, or whatsoever. Now it is moved to ONOS, a unified access from a single platform. So only the training is a challenge, I think. Then the digital debate, maybe for the people in some rural areas, connectivity may be a reason. But nowadays, even many private players like Geo, they ensure connectivity even in rural areas. So the training is one of the important challenge.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you,
And
sir.
last question.
Yeah.
Will there be a perpetual access to the subscribed content if the scheme is discontinued?
In fact, again, the authorities of owners know the answer. We will
Yes.
raise this, but I am not very sure about it. But
Okay,
it
sir.
is very, very important.
Yes, sir.
Perpetual access to the resources is very, very important. Sometimes some new schemes will come after some years, it will be completed. So, what will be the resources subscribed during the period? As far as the digital DRM, digital rights management, you know very well, we have to be given the access to the contents for which we paid subscription. I do not know whether this clause is there with the agreement of owners, but it should be made it mandatory. That
Yes.
we will raise this question to the InflameNet.
Thank you, sir. You made very much clear to the all the queries raised by our participants. Thank you very much, sir. Over
Thank
to
you.
Dr.
Thank you,
Shiva.
sir. I am happy to see Dr. Iranna Shetter after a long time. Though it is online, I visited his institution a couple of times. He is such a wonderful librarian, one of the librarians who is having latest knowledge about the digital technologies.
Thank you, sir.
And I think he ought to play a major role. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Over to Shiva, sir.
Thank you, Iranna Shatter. Thank you, Rathinasabapathy, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's a wonderful session we had. We had a multiple doubts. Even we had plenty of doubts. Got very clear. Another thing, you covered all the aspects, sir. How the research productivity happened in our country. People had a lot of doubt that no, we are spending ONOS come, and not particularly library science. We know about it, but other disciplines they may think money is spending lot and something is going on. But whereas come to the research productivity, it's abnormal. It's abnormal, as you said. We don't know how it was progress. It was there in 2019, 96 was something, and 2010 was something different. 2015 was something different, and lot of improvement was there in research productivity of the country. So this was amazing that we came to know through you. Another thing, uh, in my it's my personal observation, we used to spend 5 to 6 crores on electronic databases and journals. Now if you calculate these 6,000 institutions, whatever, it comes out even not 5,000. That is cost of enlist e-books are what we used to get for the college. So it's a amazing initiative from the government, and I hope it will continue in the future. And thank you, sir. And with this, I would like to now request Dr. Pradeep ji to say a few words as ILA president. And it is amazing. ILA has taken continuous web series with the support of ILA president, secretary, some of the people doing a lot of work behind it. So now I request Pradeep ji to say a few words, and over to Pradeep Rai, sir.
Namaskar to all LIS professionals. I think I am audible, Dr. Prasad.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, I again welcome all the LIS professionals connected through YouTube channel for the participation in this uh, webinar, which is need of the hour about the ONOS. And I am very thankful to Dr. Rathinasabapathy
Thank you,
for
sir.
delivering such a nice way, covering all the aspects. And as he indicated, there are so many things which will be clarified by the IncludeNet also. Right now they have started it, and some of the organizations like some trust supported organization or minority organization or private organization, they are not having the access till now about ONOS facility given to all universities and colleges throughout the country. So as far as this service is concerned, which is need of the hour, and government has initiated such a good thing for all the academic organization throughout the country. We must thank the Honorable Prime Minister and Honorable Education Minister for initiating this kind of programs for the citizens of India. On the other hand, I am also thankful to the team member, Dr. Ketivani, Dr. Prasad, Dr. Irena, Dr. Vinita, Rajni Madam, and so all other Sambhaji Patil, all other members whomsoever is working behind the curtains for organizing these programs. And one of my requests to all LIS professionals, whomsoever is connected through this mode, they must suggest us for the relevant topics, and if there is anything at their end to suggest this august body, we will try to accommodate. And this is the body which run through the decentralized manner, and all backbones are all the team members whomsoever are working, and even the resource persons like Rathinasabapathy ji and earlier Professor Kumbar, and many more senior professionals in the country like Dr. D.V. Singh, Dr. Shokeen, Professor Shabahat Hussain ji, Dr. Mohan Khirde, and many more, and number of senior professionals who are always the, we can say, the torch bearer for us. And we will try our level best to facilitate our LIS professionals in the country. And or if anything benefit is coming, that is from ILA side. If anything is left out, that is being the head of the body, that will be come under in my credit. If there is anything wrong, I am responsible for that. And I hope these type of programs will enhance the ability of our professionals. And I am quite happy in the last webinar program organizing team, Dr. Vinita told me that so many students were there in this the last webinar. And also in this webinar, more than 1,500 participation registrations is there, which is naturally boost our team members for organizing such kind of program. So I am again thankful to all the participants whomsoever is connected from online mode through YouTube channel or any other mode. So this is from my end, and thank you. I have seen so many senior professionals are here. Professor Muthaiya, and I think PV Konur Sahab is also there. Tejas Shah, and I am thankful to all these professionals as well. And I think if anyone left out, so please excuse me. So again, Dr. Prasad, thank you very much and keep it up. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Pradeep ji. Thank you for your words, good words. Is Dharam online? I don't think so. Right. So let us move forward. Once again, I thank Sir Rathinasabapathy sir for giving a good lecture. We would be thankful to you, sir, and we use your services further if need anything for
Yes, sir.
delivery of you. The experience you have and knowledge you have definitely would helpful for future generations. We may now request Miss Vinita to say about vote of thanks and wind up.
Good afternoon, everyone. On
Prasad,
behalf of the
Vinita,
Indian Library,
Vinita,
yes, sir.
maybe Muthaiya sir want to share.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yeah.
Muthaiya sir, are you there? Kognurmat sir, I think he is online.
He was there online. Seems now he's left.
Muthaiya sir, are
No,
you there?
no, sir. He left, sir.
Okay, okay. Okay, then carry on, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you proceed.
Good
Vinny.
afternoon.
Madam.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Indian Library Association, I, Dr. Vinita Jain, University Librarian, Tirthankar Mahabir University, Moradabad. It is my privilege and honor to propose the vote of thanks for today's enlightening national webinar on One Nation, One Subscription, Opportunity and Challenges. First and foremost, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource person, Dr. G. Rathinasabapathy, sir, University Librarian, Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai. Sir, your insightful presentation provided a deeper understanding of this transformative initiative and highlighted its impact on libraries, scholars, and institutions nationwide. A sincere thanks to our ILA leadership, Dr. Pradeep Rai, sir, President of ILA, for allowing me to organize this webinar series. We sincere thank to Dr. P.S. Kattamani, sir, Senior Vice President, ILA, for his key role and continuous support day and night in organizing today's webinar. Dr. Dham Kumar, sir, General Secretary, ILA, Dr. Niranjan Singh, sir, Council Member, Central Zone, and my respected mentor, who has always been a guiding source in my professional journey. Dr. Irana Seta, sir, Council Member, South Zone, ILA, Dr. Appa Sahib Naikal, sir, and Dr. S.K. Ashok Kumar, sir, Council Members of ILA, my team member, Dr. O.S. Prasad, sir, PRO, LIA, ILA, Dr. Shambhaji Patil, sir, Dr. Hitesh Ji Brijwasi, and Mr. Shubham S. Mashoka for their dedicated support and collaboration, and all other respected council members for their continuous support and effort in steering such meaningful academic engagement. We are also grateful to all dignitaries, senior professionals, academicians, and participants from across the country who joined us live on YouTube and engaged actively with the session. Thank you to Irana sir for conducting such an engaging and insightful question answer session. A gentle reminder to all participants, kindly fill out the feedback form to receive your e-certificate. The link is available in the chat box and event description. Once again, thank you all for making this event a success. We look forward to your participation in our future webinars. Stay connected, stay informed. Thank you. Over to you, Prashad sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vinita. Thank you for your valedictory remarks. And now I would like to conclude with the session. And I request participants to be active, not just for the certificates, because the knowledge which we take from the webinars, seminars will not be available on the books or anywhere. Certificates definitely would be available, but this knowledge which we get from the seniors will not be available and possible. I thank once again speakers, ILA President, Secretary, and our office bearers, and all the students and fellow professionals participate in the webinar. With this, I would like to say thank and conclude here. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you to all.